The Tampa Bay Buccaneers host the Atlanta Falcons on Monday Night Football to close out Week 15 in the NFL. The Falcons are 7-point favorites, up 3 from the opener. The over-under, or total number of points odds makers think will be scored, is 48.5, up 1 from where it opened. Before you make any bets on Falcons picks, you'll want to hear what Sportsline senior analyst Larry Hartstein has to say. In Week 14, Hartstein backed the Falcons as home dogs to New Orleans. Atlanta's pulsating 2017 victory kept Hartstein's streak rolling. It improved him to a stunning 112 on picks for or against the Dirty Birds since the start of last season. Anyone who has followed his advice is way up. Part of his success. Hartstein was a sports writer based in Atlanta for 15 years. He has his finger on the pulse of Dan Quinn's team. Now he's gunning for 122 and just locked in a strong play for Monday Night Football. You can only see it over at Sportsline. Hartstein knows the past 2 times these teams met, the Falcons won by 14 and 15 points. In the most recent meeting 4 weeks ago, the Falcons won 3,420 with wide receiver Julio Jones busting loose for 253 yards and 2 touchdowns. Sportsline's advanced projection model says Falcons QB Matt Ryan will keep it rolling on Monday Night Football. He'll throw for over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, with Jones being the best receiving bet to find the end zone. On defense, the Falcons are top 10 in points allowed 20.1 and passing yards allowed 211.5. Only one team, Seattle, has put up 30 points against Atlanta. In his past 4 full games, Bucs quarterback Jameis Winston has committed 9 turnovers. He has struggled with injuries this season and has just 14 touchdowns against 8 interceptions. But just because the Falcons have been hotter doesn't mean they cover a 6-point spread on the road on Monday Night Football. In games Winston has played, the Bucs have lost 8 times. However, they've fallen by 1 score 5 times. They were within striking distance of the Lions 3, Packers 6, Bills 3, Cardinals 5 and Patriots 5. Sportsline's projection model is also predicting a productive night for Winston, who will top 250 yards and toss at least 1 TD. He's hit 250 yards his last 2 games and thrown 4 touchdowns over that span. And the Falcons haven't been lighting up the scoreboard. They scored just 9 points at home against the Vikings 2 weeks ago, then put up 20 against the Saints. They've been held below 20 by the Panthers, Patriots, Dolphins, and Bills as well. In fact, Atlanta has hit 30 points just twice in the past 10 outings. Jones has only 3 100-yard games and 3 touchdowns this season, as the Falcons have largely sputtered under first-year offensive coordinator Steve Sarkisian. Hartstein is leaning over for Monday night, but what about the spread, which he has made his name picking? He knows there's a huge X factor that ultimately determines the point spread winner for Falcons Buccaneers on Monday Night Football. And he's sharing it over at Sportsline. So, which side should you back in Falcons Buccaneers on Monday Night Football? Visit Sportsline now to see what big X factor determines which side of Falcons Buccaneers you need to be all over, all from the expert who has nailed 11 of his past 13 Falcons picks, and find out.